What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to channel Musu Gaming here, and today I want to give you an update on my max level Newbie restart count. And as you can see, I've basically powered up about 260,000, and I obviously did not kill anyone. Attack first, ask questions later. Alright guys, wait, hold on guys. In case someone lifts me up. I'm doing this after the poll. I'm not an evil guy. Ouch. Let's attack again. Anyways, well, I obviously stayed peaceful like I would in any kingdom, just because, hey, like, I'm a content creator. I should be nice to everyone else. But anyways, but the last week, this past week, I was able to actually hit VIP 10 in the live stream, and that was a big achievement. Especially, I think I hit this when I was in day 14 of this account, which is really good. Then I'll be able to gain one legendary commander sculpture every single day from now onward, and I have to hit VIP 10 anyways, so that I can actually use this account at the very least as like a legendary siege commander tower account. Even if everything goes wrong, I don't really want to play this account again. I still can accumulate legendary commander sculpture every single day until for perpetuity, so that I can actually get, you know, some of those good legendary up-to-date siege turret commanders, so that I can add them expertise and be useful in KVKs. But so reaching VIP 10 was really nice, especially given the fact that I've invested every single gem that I've earned. Almost, I would say 90 to 95% of all the gems that I earned onto this VIP points. Obviously, I think our kingdom or our alliance gold chest and purchase activity has been kind of slowed down because of the fact that we're going to jump soon. As a matter of fact, we're going to actually move to our new destination kingdom, which is 3850, which is right here, in 21 hours or so. 21 hours and 5 minutes, or 4 minutes to be exact. And when the time comes, we'll be able to basically, you know, move over to that kingdom, and then our entire sleeper group will basically divert into different alliances and then try to take the kingship of 3850. And hopefully we don't actually run into too much trouble while we're doing that. But then again, yeah, that is the current plan, and we hope it works out. And by all means, I mean, we do have a lot of people who were in this kingdom preparing for our migration to 3850 for 10 extra days. So I hope that we don't really lose in terms of the fights that we have on the natives with that server, or, you know, make peace with them, whoever or whatever route that we actually go. Yeah, so anyways, and also at the same time, in terms of commanders, I am very close to expertise in Sun Tzu. I am 3 skill points away, and about overall about 120-ish epic commander sculptures for me to expertise Sun Tzu, which is nice. I've actually decided to make this account into an archer main account for several reasons. For one, I've never had an archer main account. I only had one cavalry account and then one semi-infantry account for my first farm, who has like basically all the infantry equipments and stuff. So I thought it would be a good idea for me to try being an archer main in my restart account or the max level newbie account. Given that I've actually pulled Tutmos already from the daily login event, and that for that reason I've actually resetted Met from the beginner reset thing. I forgot what it was called, but the rebirth thing that you did. So I was able to save 50 gold S from that. And also at the same time, one of the main other reasons that I wanted to actually go the archer route is because, for one, I don't really want to spend money on Minamoto in 2025. Minamoto is okay, but then again, after KVK 1, he becomes so useless. So, given the fact that YSG now does have some sort of use with Chin, with as like YSG Chin combo on the field, I thought it might be a cool idea for me to invest in both YSG and potentially Tutmos until we actually reach KVK 2. And so that I'll be able to eventually run Chin YSG on the field as we enter Season of Conquest. This is a completely new thing. I have not tried archers ever, so just wish me luck. I don't know how this is gonna go. And also at the same time, it doesn't help that I already crafted the full set of cavalry stuff. I think I'm gonna just use him for barbarian stuff, which is good. I'm not gonna make this even make any improvements from this set right here. But then again, I'm getting ready to craft all the archer stuff as soon as possible. In the meantime, also at the same time, that will mean that while I'm waiting for me to get Tutmos at a usable level, I might need to invest in Kusanagi, who has amazing AoE. If you actually read this kit, like let's actually read this kit together, right? Deal direct damage up to 3 enemies in a fan, which is 300 damage factor, and then every enemy troop hit by the skill takes additional damage every second for 2 seconds with damage factor of 500. So that means that you're hitting AoE of 300 and then you're hitting extra 200 times 2 for next 2 seconds, which means that you're doing 800 damage factor AoE, which does not get reduced by number of targets that you hit. And also at the same time, you cleanses everything that you actually are, all the debuffs that you're on, and I would say most of the debuffs that you're on, which is really, really helpful. Also at the same time, his force skill has 10% chance whenever you're doing a basic attack to deal 450 extra damage to the target for 2 seconds. This does 900 damage factor to a single target for 2 seconds on top of all these damage that he does. So for an epic commander, I would say Kusanagi is probably one of the best fielding commander for you to use on the field. But then again, once I have, let's say, Tutmos to a usable level, I would say nothing more than 5511 or 5551 at max, given how limited I will be with the gold test, even considering the fact that I will have to expertise YSG for me to kind of be relevant in KVK1. I think I'll be using Kusanagi for a while until I have Tutmos ready after expertising Isongye or YSG, whatever you like to call it. So that's the plan. But in the meantime, again, I'm using Minamoto to make sure that I can kill barbs, which is going to be very important. I'm using Minamoto with buy bars, which is 5111 right now. And then I'll try to also max Sun Tzu because Sun Tzu is amazing in everything in early game. And as a matter of fact, you can still use Sun Tzu as secondary to YSG when you get YSG in the first place because of that skill damage buff that Sun Tzu does. And then that mixed up with the fact that he does 1000 damage factor, he does 800 damage factor to 5 targets in a cone, and then does extra 200 damage factor to those targets, and gains rage per each target that you hit. So if you actually hit 5 targets, you only have to fill up 750 rage because you get 250 back from the skill, right? Kind of crazy. But yeah, so I might just use YSG with Sun Tzu until I get either Tutmos or Kusanagi usable, because there's only one skill that does impact the overall YSG Sun Tzu's kit, so that it's not as usable for Archer is this skill right here, which will give you that infantry health bonus that you will not be able to benefit from, but you can still benefit from that 10% damage reduction, which is really nice. So I don't know, I'm still deciding on which commanders to use for Archer for this account. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I am going to be traveling to Canada over the next 3 to 4 days until the 4th of July, which is a very big national holiday here in the United States. So that's when I'll probably be able to resume the live stream for this account. But then again, until then, I'll try to make as much progress on this account as possible. So when I do showcase this on live stream or on the following week's recap video, it's actually not embarrassing at the end of the day. I'm actually also trying to be very efficient with my researches too. If you look at it right here, I've almost maxed out the mathematics on this, which is really nice. I'm also trying to max out the engineering. I already maxed out the one before, which is writing over here, which gives you 10% research speed, and then masonry, which gives you 15% building speed. So all those efficiency related stuff I'm already kind of done before I move on to the next kingdom. I also did prepare a farm, but then again, I have not had a chance to really accelerate that account yet, just because that account is very free to play, and then I barely have enough time for me to actually play this account exactly. So we'll see. I'll try my best to make sure that that account is also up to speed, but then again, we'll see. All right, so I'll give you an update when I can, but I'll most likely unable to live stream my migration to 3850. But then again, once I do move there, and then once I'm back from my trip from Canada to watch some T1 play in MSI, which is kind of exciting. I wanted to do this with my wife before we have kids, so that we make some memories together with me and my wife just alone. So yeah, once we're back, I'll be able to showcase all that. I will be able to probably zero some of the natives. Who knows? We'll see some action most likely when you first move to the other kingdom. So yeah, I'm very excited about it. I hope you guys are also as excited as I am. But as always, I'll see y'all in the next video. All right, peace.